So we back again with the latest in the MMA scene. But not gonna lie, looks like the stars for these Dagestani and Chechen fighters ain't aligning, bro. Like, the mats ain't matting anymore. Like, right after Ikram Eliskerov got sparked out brutally, we found out that all that big chatter about Dana, like saying the reason why Hamzat pulled out was because he was violently ill in that bout. He just had the shits in it. But it also gets juicier, man. Like, my man Hamzat got himself in a crypto scandal as well. That classic pump and dump thing, you know.
Hello guys, there is one crypto coin about me, they call it Smash. Let's smash together guys, let's go.
But we'll chat about that in a later video. Today the real tea is about Khabib. The man is known for his good vibes and upstanding ways. Man's being blamed for tax evasion. And get this, one of those radical terrorists here got linked to his gym. Like, at this point, Khabib can't wrestle his way out of the taxes, bro. And obviously, all them haters of Khabib were waiting for something saucy like that. So, you know, they're having a field day. It all kicked off with the feds raiding one of his gyms, you know, where the terrorists supposedly held camp. The government has frozen his assets because of inconsistencies in his taxes. But the plot thickens though, like, recently Khabib got UAE citizenship. Makes you wonder, did man see the storm coming and plan on cutting? Or was he just moving his piece to the UAE? Obviously, it goes without saying, man like Khabib ain't on that terrorist shit, you know, like, he's always been about peace. But you know how it goes, some of these men jump to conclusion because of his background. Proper ignorance, innit, like. So here's what Khabib had to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov strongly condemns the recent terrorist attack in Dagestan. Last Sunday, the Republic of Dagestan in the south of Russia was rocked by a series of attacks targeting police officers, civilians, Christian church and synagogues, with dozens of people killed and wounded, you know. One of the terrorists was identified as an MMA fighter who at some point trained at the famous Nurmagomedov MMA school gym. Despite the fact he was not a member of the team, people started calling him the pupil of the Nurmagomedov school. Obviously, Khabib reacted to it. He said that this is inhumane. He further said, going into a church and killing someone just because they practice a different religion, do I really need to condemn this? That's a proper point, lad. Like, does he actually have to condemn this? Obviously, anyone with the sane mind would know that this is messed up. Isn't it clear that this is a brutal and inhumane act? Where and when has something like this been normal? In Dagestan, over 30 nationalities, and of course the majority practice Islam, but we also have Jews and Christians. This has never happened in the 30 to 35 years as long as I've lived in Dagestan. Now obviously, man like Khabib is not all about that, you know. But as I said earlier, like, his haters are having a field day. Most of these Islamophobes forming at the mouth to blame this on Khabib. You know, at this point, it's kind of getting peaked. Sick of Islamophobia being justified by these acts. Everyone of all beliefs is capable of good and evil. Like, something like this happened in a mosque in New Zealand as well, Christchurch. Like, obviously, that doesn't make all Christians bad. And it's very well known that Khabib's dad, Abdul Manap, was like advocating about you know, peace, and he was trying to make sure the youngins like don't do anything silly like that. Abdul Manap, he was a man of good standards, you know. He even said that he made the boys do their own laundry and cooking so they didn't grow up thinking women were just there to serve them. Man didn't want them to get into that mentality. And he also said that he opened these gyms and stuff so that he can combat extremism, you know. Man said that, like, you know, getting these kids into sports and that will get them away from like all the shitty behavior, you know. He was a top-notch don. Rest in peace, my brother. But fans, obviously, some of them are saying like, because Khabib got skint, he doesn't have no money, he might be coming back to UFC. Full out these tweets out, hey, we might get Khabib back in the UFC now. Sounds like he might need a few fights to pay up, you know. Maybe we see him back in the UFC after all. Another person who's having a grand time because of this is my guy, Conor McGregor. So he shared this on his Twitter, like, hashtag Conor was right. And this was after Russian security forces were like raiding Khabib's school in Mahchala. And obviously, some were having some bad jokes, you know. How they going to stop him? He knows jiu-jitsu. He knows what's better than jiu-jitsu, you know. Like, I'll correct you there. The Thunder 92, he knows Sambo. You know what they say? If Sambo was easy, it would have been called Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And out of all of this, like, Conor McGregor find himself to get involved again, innit? Like, the man does not miss a chance to throw out a tweet. So what do you reckon about the whole situation? Like, you reckon he knew something was about to pop off, so he actually cut it, like he legged it? Personally, I don't think so. Like, Khabib don't seem the type to bounce like that, but who knows? Right now, man's chilling in Germany, sharing pics on Insta. There's got like proper haters coming out as well. You see that? Conor fan talking about taxing the common because they sure as fuck can't talk about that fight. That's a violation, man. From an Islamic extremism, like, as you can see, everyone's having a field day right now. Habib don't care much, bro. Man's out there living his best life, making some coffee, just using all that tax money into that coffee right now. One thing is for certain though, even Habib is scared of the tax office. Guess they really are undefeated, you know. When Habib can take down Conor, but can't duck the tax man, you know it's real. So what do you think? Like, is Khabib the mastermind or just caught up in some madness? Let me know in the comments below. Just before I leave, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Last video, a few people said like, my voice is a bit muffled. First of all, I haven't been feeling the best lately, but I got this new mic, you know, it looks better as well, like got that black wipe to it, like I like it. Previously, I was using Rode NT1A or something. Let me show you. Like, this mic, you know, it wasn't cheap, it's really good, but I think it was too sensitive to the background and stuff, so I had to spend some more money. Obviously, I respect your opinion, and I do take serious positive criticism. Like, if you think there's something that I can do to make my content better, I'm here to listen. However, if you're one of them people who are just like hating about the mask, you know, or the way I talk, just move on. Maybe go watch that fat soy boy, you know, who lives in his mom's basement. Cause I don't have time for that, you know. Like, at the end of the day, I like my privacy. So I've addressed that before. I'll say it again. The mask ain't going nowhere. So if you've got a problem with that, that's your problem. Like, we out here living our best life. And yeah, everyone who's supporting me, big up yourself, bro. Like, we on 3,000 subs. I have to get to 10,000 by the next 3 months. That's the projection right now. And as I said before, like, if you've got any topics that you want me to cover, hit me up in the comments, cause I'm out here making sure everyone is getting listened to, you know. Yeah, but that's it for today. I'm gonna be making another video about Hamza and the cryptocurrency scandal, because the man's been moving mad. And my last video did really well. Like, Peyton Talbot, who got kicked out, he wasn't even allowed to watch the other fights because he didn't have a ticket. Like, if you have missed that video, make sure you check that out as well. Until next time, safe.